Yo, what's up? Y'all know who it is. It's DR, the inspiration. Alright, so what I wanted to talk to y'all about was it's kind of a wellness check, but I just want to talk about the power of positive thinking.
Everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind.
And when it comes to your thinking, it literally shapes how your day gonna be. Your thinking shapes how your perspective on life gonna be. The way you think is everything. And what I wanna try and push and hopefully invoke is positive thinking, because I understand and I'm literally trying to master and starting to actually master the power of positive thinking.
It takes 30 days to build a habit, right? It takes 30 days to build a habit. So if you go on a negative speak fast, and what the negative speak fast is, you're not saying nothing negative and you're not allowing anybody to say anything negative to you, right? For 30 days.
Yeah.
So when you start to do that, what happens is you start to program your subconscious mind to only think and say positive shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a couple little tips and tricks of what I do to wake up and just be happy every day. For one, this is something you have to practice. You have to practice thinking positive. You have to practice feeling this way. Because if you don't do nothing, guess what comes to you? Negativity. So one thing that I do is I change some of the things that I say. One of the things that I change that I say is that instead of me getting up in the morning and be like, oh man, I gotta get up this morning. Instead, I'll be like, I get to get up this morning. I get to go to work. I get to have this job that I have. I get to take my kids to school. I get to do all these things instead of saying, oh man, I gotta go do this today. But if you say, oh man, I have the opportunity, I get to do this every day. Just say it right now, and I promise you, you'll feel the difference in how your mind and your body will actually shift right at that moment. So I had a doctor tell me this one time. I was at a doctor's visit with my wife, and she was going through something. She had basically a ruptured cyst and colitis, and all the women know what this is. We men, we don't know that. The women know what this is. But I turned around, and while we was there, my wife was feeling down about everything, and I was telling her to stay positive about it. But what I end up doing, I started asking the doctor. I asked the doctor when we was in the office, what do you think about being positive when you're going through what you're going through? How does your mindset affect it? The doctor literally told me, he was like, look, they don't want you to tell us this. Exact words. They don't want you to tell us this. But the more that you think positive, the more that you stay happy, the more that you think happy, the more that you do things in a positive manner, and the more that you focus on positivity, the brain emits a dopamine chemical that comes down into your body, and it affects all of your systems properly, and it'll have you moving and function properly. And then on top of that, it will add longevity to your life. So all in saying that is that it's power in how you think, it's power in what you say, and it's power in what you do. Because I promise, if you think positive, you're going to experience positive. It adds longevity to your life. So let's do some positive thinking.